ain't a pretty life. Living the city life, living the city life. No way, man.
This ain't a pretty life, living the city life. This ain't a city life.
He was a cold kid, well known to the authorities for carrying out street muggings and robberies. Breaking and entering was part of his policy. Stop you on the streets, dispossess you of your property. On top of that, he had a cocaine addiction. That's why he's always on the streets committing friction. Over decisions, had a couple collisions, so he had to spend time in a couple of prisons. Let me tell you what cropped up next. The boy got himself a gun plus a Kevlar vest. Said he needs to make money so that he can invest. Plus he got a couple debts, now he's up to his neck. So he ran up in Donovan's house to pull the Mac out. Yo, pull your stash out, but he wouldn't back down. Got into a struggle, now he's caught in a jam. And the gun went off like blam. Oh man, city life dealing with the everyday high.
It's all bright lights, better keep your eyes wide.
Drugs and crime, that's the state of mind.
I guess one day we might change in time.
City life dealing with the everyday high.
It's all bright lights, better keep your eyes wide.
Guns, drugs and crime, that's the state of mind.
I guess one day we might change in time. Another kid from the village moved into the metropolis. Thought he was a big fish, thought he could stay on top of it. Overwhelmed, he thought, man, this is some proper shit. But wasn't prepared for the way the city kids live. Got overexcited, thought his flow was the tightest, and it showed in his writing. He forgot what his life is, started spouting all this crap about his side that wasn't true. And everybody knew his bollocks on his face was the proof. He couldn't join any crews, on every stage he got booed. He should have stayed with the truth, he shouldn't have played with the rules. He even made an attempt to try and buy from C-Froo, and it kinda worked a little cause he sort of improved. I showed him how to put it down and perform live. He took notes at every show I did and practiced inside. But he couldn't change the fact that he was living a life. So to the village he went back, he couldn't handle the city life.
City life dealing with the everyday high.
It's all bright lights, better keep your eyes wide.
Guns, drugs and crime, that's the state of mind.
I guess one day we might change in time.
City life dealing with the everyday high.
It's all bright lights, better keep your eyes wide.
Guns, drugs and crime, that's the state of mind.
I guess one day we might change in time.
Could have had it all, you know the girl was smart. But sometimes in life you're getting caught in the dark. Through her teenage years, her life fell apart. Now she wishes she could take it back to the start. Had fun one night, got drunk one night. Had sex unprotected, now she's paying the price. Caught HIV in its worst form, with a tear in her eye while she looking at her firstborn. When she realized her life was over, she gave her family and friends a cold shoulder. Social security took away her son. Now she's deeper in depression, getting drunk off the rum. Living off her benefits, just getting by. Heroin abuser, she was always getting high. Next day, it was all over the papers. Our girl overdosed and died a couple hours later. City life dealing with the everyday high.
It's all bright lights, better keep your eyes wide.
Guns, drugs and crime, that's the state of mind.
I guess one day we might change in time.
City life dealing with the everyday high.
It's all bright lights, better keep your eyes wide.
Guns, drugs and crime, that's the state of mind.
I guess one day we might change in time. To all my people who live the city life, even though they see the birds who looking pretty tight. Fun clubs and rhymes is my state of mind. I guess by now I won't change my life.
To all my peeps living the city life, where it ain't a pretty life despite the big bright city life. To all my peeps living the city life, trying not to get caught in the everyday high. That's the city life.
That's the city life.
That's the city life.
That's the city life.
It ain't a pretty life.
It's not a pretty life.
That's the city life.
It's the city life.
That's the city life.
It's the city life.
That's the city life.
It's the city life.
That's the city life.
That's the city life.